An investigation about what some local church members have had to endure to get their church built.
Their story serves as a warning, really, to anyone willing to hire an unlicensed contractor. Jay Korff got involved. He is live from Clinton, Maryland, with the action that's now being taken. Jay.
Allison, church leaders knew when they started this project, in order to renovate this old rundown restaurant into a new spiritual home, that it would take time and it would take money. But they had no idea that more than 2 years after they contacted this contractor in question, the job still wouldn't be done.
We prayed for this place for years, and we believe that this is our land.
Pastor Alex Ansa considers his fight to transform an old crab house in Clinton, Maryland, into the new spiritual home for the International Praise Chapel.
This is supposed to be our main sanctuary.
The greatest test of his faith.
The guy that was responsible for this, just bailed out on us. Took our money and got it.
Church officials say they paid contractor Richard Hagler
I don't have anything to hide.
more than $42,000 to renovate this dilapidated building back in 2009.
All of a sudden, we saw a drag in the work.
But Hagler left several months into the job and never returned. And you walked away from the job.
And I walked away from the job.
Church officials say Hagler's work was, for the most part, so inept
He did it either partially or not at all.
that they had to hire a whole new team at a cost of more than $50,000 to fix Hagler's poor craftsmanship.
Improper landing areas, wrong opening sizes for doorways.
This framing has been torn down because he framed it incorrectly. That's so far-fetched, and it's a lie.
Hagler blames his exit on church officials for guilting him into doing extra work, then refusing to pay him in full.
I signed the contract to help them out, but they kept promising me that it was going to be more money coming. Don't stop, just keep on working. So I kept working.
But according to state and county records, Hagler had no business doing any major work here. His license expired in April of 2009. He never called inspectors to check his work as required, and the biggest blunder of all, he never qualified for a building permit, according to the county.
So all that he did was done without permission from the county.
They don't have a leg to stand on. I did over $100,000 worth of work there and they didn't get paid for.
But how could you do all that work without a permit? Because according to the county, you're not supposed to do any of that stuff.
Okay. Now, you're right.
The pastor admits he didn't look as deep as we did into Hagler's credentials. Public records show Hagler has been sued or fined hundreds of thousands of dollars for shoddy work.
We are going to our promised land, and it's not smooth sailing.
This congregation's hope of worshiping under this roof by 2010 has been replaced by a painful and pricey reality that maybe by mid-2012, this dusty hall will gleam with God's glory.
He will bring us through, he will see us through, and we will possess this land. 1007 Brandywine Road is our hope, church, and we will be here.